Hey guys, welcome to Smack Talk's prediction video, and it's the biggest party of the year. That's right, it is SummerSlam. SummerSlam is taking part in Toronto, Canada, and I'm actually really looking forward to it. This is again one of my more favourite pay-per-views of the year with WWE, so I'm really excited to see where this goes. So with all that said and done, let's get straight on with our predictions. Let's hit the music and let's get on. First things first, let's look at the Cruiserweight match, because for some strange reason WWE seem to have an allergic reaction for putting these guys on the main card, even though they are probably some of the best matches you get in all pay-per-views when they're on. So who have we got? Well, we have the Cruiserweight Champion Drew Gulak versus none other than Oney Lorcan, who in my opinion is friggin' awesome. But who do I see winning the title? Well, it's going to be Drew Gulak. Yes, Oney won the, I think it was like a 5-way match to get his spot for the Cruiserweight Championship. But let's be honest, Drew Gulak is entertaining. And for nearly a year I was saying, Drew Gulak should be Cruiserweight Champion. He's so entertaining, he's a great heel, and he just plays that character fantastically. And he's been doing such a good job as a heel champion. I just don't want to see him drop the belt just yet. So for me, I am going with Drew Gulak. In no particular order, we're going to look at Goldberg versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, this was probably the biggest swerve on Raw for this week. It was the worst kept secret on the internet, that I think everyone knew Goldberg was returning to take on Dolph Ziggler. And it could be a very good match for Goldberg. Let's be honest, it's not going to last long because, hell, Goldberg is knackered before he even gets into the ring. But Ziggler is a talented worker and the guy can sell. So where do I see this going? Well, it's going to be Goldberg. It's going to be a jackhammer and a spear, and there you go. Goldberg wins. But let's be honest, if we can get at least almost close to 10 minutes into a match, I would be actually really happy with that. I think Ziggler can really work Goldberg, and he's one of the best workers in the company, so it makes sense for him to actually push Goldberg to his limit until he hits the spear and then jackhammer and wins the match. So for me, I am going with Goldberg. Next up we have Charlotte Flair versus Trish Stratus. Again, a match I'm actually really looking forward to, and with Trish Stratus going on to Busted Open Radio and stating this is it, this is her final match, I'm actually really excited. I think this could be a really good match. Unlike the Goldberg versus Dolph Ziggler match, I can't see the legend winning. I honestly think it's going to go to Charlotte Flair. Yes, it will be Trish's last match, it'll be in her home country, but let's be honest, if you want to make Charlotte Flair the super heel on the women's division, which she already is, then having her beat possibly one of Canada's most legendary women's wrestlers makes sense. It would really put a lot of heat on her. It would allow her to develop a new personality. Right now she's the queen of errors right now. That's what she's classing herself as. Trish Stratus is mocking that with the queen of queens. So it'll be interesting to see where this goes. But for me personally, I can only see Charlotte Flair coming on top and really developing another extra layer to her absolutely outstanding heel character as it is. Next up, we're going to look at the United States Championship match, and this is AJ Styles versus Ricochet. Now, let's be honest, we're definitely going to have Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson getting involved in this match in some way, and that's how I can see it ending. Mainly because none of the SmackDown tag team titles are not on the line, and either are the Raw tag team titles. So we're either going to see the New Day taking on Gallows and Anderson in a kickoff show, or we're going to see Gallows and Anderson on the kickoff show, but helping AJ Styles retain the US title. And that's where I can see it really going. Don't get me wrong, I like Ricochet being a chase and challenger. He's really good, and to be honest, I was surprised when he won the title off Samoa Joe. I honestly thought, yes, this isn't the right time. I thought SummerSlam would be possibly the right time, but where could I see it? It's got me thinking, but I think I'm gonna contradict myself right now. I'm actually going to go Ricochet. I think Gallows and Anderson are going to come out to help AJ to retain the title, but they're going to fail. We're going to have this feel-good moment, and Ricochet is going to win the United States Championship. Yes, he'll probably get beaten down by AJ Styles and Gallows and Anderson after the match, but this could lead on for AJ challenging for the Universal title in the future. So for me, I'm going to go for Ricochet, even though I know it's most likely going to be AJ who wins. Next up, we've got Finn Balor versus The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Now, I'm like everyone else who wanted it to be Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor, the Demon. So the Fiend versus the Demon. And having the Demon finally lose, but no, it looks like we are going to get normal Finn Balor. It was a bit of a shame we didn't get Finn at all on SmackDown Live. Now, I know there's a lot of rumours that Finn is going to go on a bit of a break for a couple of months to just regenerate and actually just heal up his body, which makes sense. The guy's been wrestling non-stop for nearly 2 years, so it would make sense for him to take a bit of a break, recuperate, and that break will be actually possibly be a good thing for him, really getting the fans behind him. So I'm going to go for the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. I think the character, the new Bray Wyatt character is absolutely brilliant, and you can tell fans absolutely love it. Every time he comes out and he attacks a legend, the fans just go crazy, and I think it's possibly it's Bray's best work since he's called from NXT to the main roster. So I'm going to go with the Fiend to beat Finn Balor. Next up, we have Kevin Owens versus Shane O'Mac. This is if Kevin Owens loses, he will quit. So Shane kind of explained it a bit on SmackDown Live this week. If KO loses the match clean by pinfall, if he taps out, or if he is counted out or is disqualified, Kevin Owens will be fired. He will leave the company. And obviously Shane hasn't really put anything onto it. For me personally, I can see it's going to be, I'm hoping Kevin wins. I hope KO wins, beats Shane. Yes, we're probably going to have Drew McIntyre and Elias getting involved in this match in some way, but I'm hoping that KO can overcome these numbers game, because I've got a feeling that Shane might tell Elias or Drew to attack him to get Kevin disqualified, so he can just have that, like someone smack me, there we go, KO is now fired from the company, something like that. It'll be interesting to see. But I've got this, I keep saying this in all my theories, I think we're going to have KO win, and it's going to lead to Survivor Series, so November, so it's not that long now, August, September, November, October, November, it's not that long, where we could possibly see KO versus Shane at Survivor Series. That's what I want to see, where Team KO versus Team Shane. That's where I would love to see this feud end. But yeah, I'm going to go with KO winning, but I definitely see Elias and Drew McIntyre getting involved in the match. Next up, we've got Bayley versus Ember. Now this could be the silent match of the night, where I think this is going to be better than Becky Lynch versus Natalya. I think this is definitely, it could have possibly be the best women's match of the night. I think Trish Stratus and Charlotte Flair will have all the hype. Becky Lynch's matches, the fans just go berserk for us. But I think in a technical match, if these two are given time and Bayley's allowed to be like she has been on the show, when when they've had time to actually show Bayley be a lot more aggressive, I think this could work. I think Ember Moon has been fantastic. I think if Ember doesn't win, I still think the next pay-per-view she could possibly still be #1 contender. I'd hope that they continue this feud a little bit longer. I think yes, it is difficult having two baby faces go against each other, but I think Bayley and Ember have done such a good job with this kind of feud that it's still, I think you could still have another month of this. So for me, I'm going to keep Bayley as SmackDown Women's Champion. I think Ember's going to push her to the limit. I'm hoping we really do get a fantastic match with these two, because this could be the silent match of the night, where it could steal the show, or it could be the best women's match of the night. Next up, we have the WWE Championship match, where we see Kofi Kingston defending his WWE title against none other than the Viper, Randy Orton. This is a 9-year history match with Randy. You know, they've kind of been smart on the booking on this one, where they've talked about the rumours of Randy Orton using his influence as WWE Champion to push Kofi down the cards. And I'm kind of glad they have. They kind of saw this and then realised the fans were talking about it. And I think Randy's the right guy to push Kofi into a very good match. I don't think Kofi's going to lose the title yet. I think Kofi will retain, but I think Randy will be such a good opponent. We could have another series of matches with these two. I'm hoping they do. I hope they really steal the show between the two of them, because there is definitely history there. There is definitely chemistry. So I can't wait to see. We might see an RKO out of nowhere and Randy winning his 14th title, which would tie him up with Triple H, which again would be exciting to see. Hopefully, if Randy does win, it'll be better than his last run with the WWE title. Next up, we're going to look at the Raw Women's title match, which is a submission match between Becky Lynch and Natalya. Now, I wouldn't say the last couple of weeks, I'd say the last 2 episodes of WWE's Raw and SmackDown, they've been really smart. They've kind of turned Natalya from babyface to heel on the episodes of Raw and SmackDown. And it makes sense. Natalya she's annoyed, she's angry, she's frustrated, and she has snapped. She's so wanting to prove to everyone that the sharpshooter isn't just the best submission move, but it's going to give her first Raw Women's title. I think Becky Lynch obviously is still a fan favourite. I think Becky losing the SmackDown title very soon after winning it at Money in the Bank, you know, after you know, she pretty much lost that Money in the Bank, and I think that was the right decision. And having her just concentrate on the Raw Women's Championship, I think that is the right choice. She's pretty much moved to Raw now. I think Natalya could be the next big heel on the women's side on Raw. We'll have to wait and see. Natalya as a heel always works better for me. As a fan, I always find her better as a heel than a babyface. A babyface is just, it can just be a little bit too much. Like, you know when you have a cookie and you just go, oh, that's too sweet. That's Natalya. She's too sweet as a babyface, but she's just right as a heel. So for me, I'm going to go for Becky Lynch to retain her title. But I think Natalya, it might get disqualified in the match. And last but not least, we're going to look at Brock Lesnar versus Seth friggin' Rollins. This one is this could be very, very interesting. Now, obviously, they've been building up Seth being absolutely destroyed by Brock Lesnar week after week. He got absolutely killed by Brock Lesnar 2 weeks ago. This week on Raw, he got his ass whooped by Brock Lesnar. And it's interesting, it's really interesting that the fans are very still, I don't understand, like, we're really chanting for Seth, and then he kind of became too much of a I think we got kind of sick of his babyface. But yeah, I'm interested to see where this match leads up to, because I don't want to see a long reign Brock Lesnar. I think a short reign at this time is possibly the right decision for the company. I think Seth's the only logical choice to be Universal Champion right now after Brock. And I think, could we see another overcoming of the Beast? Well, for me, yes. I think I'm going to just risk it. I know it's a stupid choice. I think he's going to beat Brock Lesnar again. Maybe Brock somehow retains the title, but it's something, you know, either Brock gets himself disqualified or gets counted out, but Seth will win the match, but I'm not sure if he will win the title. So yeah, I'm going to go with Seth Rollins winning, but he's not going to take the title. Now we're going to look at two matches which haven't yet been confirmed by WWE, but there's rumours of them happening. That is Shinsuke Nakamura versus Ali for the IC title. Again, these guys have great chemistry. I just don't understand why they kind of not really worked on it after Ali pinned Shinsuke. That's literally, there you go, he's your #1 contender for that title. Send him to SummerSlam, let him have a fantastic match. Give him 10 minutes and they will steal the show. So for me, if that does happen and we do get Shinsuke versus Ali for the IC title, I am going to go with Ali. I think we're going to have a title change. It will be Ali. And the next match, which kind of has been rumoured going on for the last few days, has been Roman Reigns versus Rollins. Now, people are stating it might be Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan, but I think it could be more like this. I think it'll be Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe teaming up to take on Daniel Bryan and Rollins. I think that's the match we're going to get. If that is the match, that is going to be absolutely freaking awesome. I think that could work. You got that drama of, can Roman trust Samoa Joe, because they've been feuding for a little bit. You have that Rollins attack, well, apparent attack on Roman Reigns, and you've got Daniel Bryan, who is probably one of the best technical wrestlers to ever live. So if this is the case, I still see Roman winning no matter what, whichever match you put him in all those scenarios. Roman will possibly win, but it will be more exciting if we did get the tag team match over all that. And there you go, guys, those are my predictions for SummerSlam 2019. Leave your predictions in the comments below. If you do like these videos, please like, subscribe, press that bell to keep notified. And if you want to follow me on the old Twitter, it's at SmackTalkYouTube, or you can follow me on at Boyze88. We also have a Facebook page as well. It's called it's Facebook/SmackTalk Wrestling, and you can follow us on Instagram, which is SmackTalk Wrestling 2017. And like I say, guys, I hope you enjoy SummerSlam, and I'll see you next time.